This is not magic, but it is together is magical. So let's use the equation motions. So next question. 15. A moving body undergoes uniform acceleration. So when I just draw a line, so the moving object is moving with uniform acceleration. So acceleration is constant while traveling in a straight line between point x, y, and z. So a is constant throughout. The distance xy s is equal to 40 meters, and yz is also 40 meters. The time to travel from x to y, so x to y time is equal to 12 seconds, and from y to z is 6 seconds. What is the acceleration of the body? So this is one of the higher levels kinematics question, which is using two more equations in order to find the answer. In this case, we have to find acceleration. So let's begin and draw our introduction to the UV set line. So what is the UV set line? U stands for the initial velocity. V stands for your final velocity. And secondly is the other terms that is in this question. Initial, final. S is given to be 40 meters. A, we have to find question mark. T is given to be 12 seconds. This is our xy. Problem, we don't know what is u and v, so unknowns. If you are going to find equation of motion, you need at least 3 variables with numbers in it in order to find any one variable. Let me draw the next UV set line, which is your y to z. UV Saturday line. S is equal to 40 meters here. A we don't know. And we got 6 seconds here. We don't know this. We don't know this. So we have to literally find out what the value here is. But there is one thing that we do know is true. If we were to put initial velocity here, final velocity here, let's call this the intermediate velocity W. There's another information we know is true. This is U. Let's put it in the correct term now. So your V here is equal to W. In your YZ line, your W here is your U. And your V remains as V. So we have 1, 2, 3 terms. 1, 2, 3 terms. We have to find acceleration. So a quick recap of the 5 stages of motion. S is equal to U plus V over 2 times time. Second one, V equal to, or A is equal to V minus U over T. The 2 displacement, ut plus half at squared. S is equal to vt minus half at squared. V squared equal to u squared plus 2ns. So when it comes to kinematics, remember the 5 equations of motion. And then when you have a UV Saturday line, then you know what you need to do. You need an equation that has V, that has S, that has A, and there is T. And that means in this part, we don't know what this is. So eliminated, we don't want that in the equation. In this equation here, we want U as a T, we don't want the V equation. So which equation can we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we want acceleration, so we cannot use the first equation of motion because it has no acceleration. We have time here, therefore we cannot use the fifth equation because it has no time. Now left with 3 equations. Both of them has s here, we cannot use the second equation, it has no s. So we have 2 equations. In this case, we have v as a t, so we use s is equal to vt minus half at squared. And in this case, we have what do we want to make as subject? Well, before that, our s here is 40 is equal to v here is w, time is equal to 12, minus half a is what we want to find, 12 squared. Okay, back to this equation, we'll use equation 3, s is equal to ut plus half at squared. S here again is 40. U here is a W. Time here is 6 plus half a 6 squared. So what we need to do is make W a subject and substitute it back in here. So we have 40, 6W, 6 times 6 is 6, the 60 divided by 2 is 18. I don't have a calculator here, so please correct me if I do any mistakes here. So 6W is equal to 40 minus 18A, and therefore W is equal to 40 minus 18A divided by 6. Please double check this equation. If it's not working, please go back to me. If not, do the correct amendments and then substitute the correct information back to up here. Therefore, 40 equal to W in this case is written as 40 minus 18A over 6 times by 12 minus half a 12 squared. So, and then after that you make your A the subject. Okay, this is how we can pause the video and actually try to forget what A value is once you unpause the video, and then I'll try to show you what your value should be. In this case, the value should be around 0.37 meters per second squared. Okay, so I hope you get the answer. Remember, if you don't have a calculator with me, that means you guys have to process it. If you don't get this value, that means recheck any mistakes are done here, and then just do the correct amendments and then get back here. The physics is already explained here, so I hope you understand that part. The rest is just simultaneous equations. Okay. Hope you understand this video. Any feedbacks, feel free to provide back to me. And if you're not sure about this video, replay it again and see if you can catch the points again. Okay. It's all about redoing.